Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so yesterday I did the burst mode mission for Space Traveling Warriors and getting 6,000 points in the one run. And today we are going to do the Connected Hopes one. Now, Connected Hopes, you get more points than you do for Space Traveling Warriors. So the good thing about that is that you can obviously go down and take off a bunch more of the modifiers that you've put on for the enemy. So if you haven't watched the video yesterday, the main point that I have to reinforce is if you want to make this as easy as on yourself as possible, you want to try and prioritize the multipliers that give the enemy extra defense and extra HP, but put on as few of them that give extra attack, because then whilst the event might take longer, you have less likelihood of being killed. The more attack modifiers you put on, the more likely you are that if Bojack super attacks the wrong unit, then you just die. And then the other thing to bear in mind as well is if you've already done the 6,000 points mission, let's say like me, you did Space Traveling Warriors first and you did 6,000 points. The only mission you have left to complete now is beat it with a Connected Hopes team. So in theory, you don't have to put any of the modifiers on. You don't even need to put that one on. You can just do it with the Connected Hopes team, and then you'll complete the mission. Now, the only thing I did notice is there is a mission specifically for this modifier, the 450 or less team cost. So this team that I'm going to use, I could put this one on, and I would get 6,200 points instead. But for some reason, there is a specific mission to get this one. I think there might have been a mission to do this one, and we had it on yesterday, so I'm actually not sure. But I'm going to make sure I do this one. So bear in mind that that is a mission. It's under the growth missions tab, I think. The one that has like the easy A's in it. So double check that, because if you need to do that, you could obviously just put that multiplier on, and then you're only going to get 400 points, but you beat the mission with Space Traveling Warriors. So I'm going to do the full AGL build. Where is the team that I built for AGL? There we go. So that is a full AGL Connected Hopes team. We have the 150% and 4 key leader skill from Future Gohan and Trunks. We're going to run Nail and Piccolo together as a rotation, while having Pycon as a floating support unit. And then we should be looking pretty good. So I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday with the Space Traveling Warriors one, and go down the route where we just try and get as much key as possible, so that potentially will help out some of the LRs. I don't think any of them actually even got it, but that's fine. And then we should be good to go. So the reason why I picked AGL over the STR is obviously the fact, over Tech, which is another very good Connected Hopes team build, right? You can run the Tech Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Gogeta. There's some good Tech units you can run. Or if you take off some of the, or put on some extra modifiers, you can take off the like AGL types only. And then the most optimal team is probably running a mix of the AGL and Tech, so you can run all of the best Connected Hopes teams, units. Because when it comes to running a mono Tech or mono AGL version of the team, there are 1 or 2 units that I would probably rather not bring. So mixing the two would probably be a much better combination. But overall, this shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, the fact that Gokua in the first phase is STR means that we get through the first phase very, very quickly here, which is good. And then we share so much key on this next rotation for you guys. We can grab all these minor orbs here, and then that allows us... I want to try and get rid of Zangya as quickly as possible, so I'm going to let Future Gohan and Trunks go after her, since the friend LR is Rainbow too. I didn't actually check the links or anything, but the friend LR is Rainbow, so getting the full 24 key super, hopefully they can come in clutch and get some crits, and then we can take out Zangya. Because Zangya, this is the downside, of course, of giving the enemy all the HP and defense multipliers. Zangya having type disadvantage, unless we're getting crits, it will obviously end up taking a while to kill her. But Future Gohan and Trunks coming in clutch and actually getting the crit, and then getting the additional because we picked up enough orbs. And then there's the additional from the hidden potential as well. So if this one could come through as a crit, they might actually kill... Ooh, it was close. But yeah, getting her out of the way as soon as possible, because she is the Tech enemy, I think is probably the best way to go. So I don't know if Majin Vegeta, will he be able to kill with the AoE? Will that actually finish off Zangya? I'm not sure. That's another reason why the AGL build is kind of useful, right? Because you just bring Majin Vegeta. He's not the strongest unit anymore. I mean, you know, he got his Easy A quite a while ago, and even when he got it, people weren't super impressed. And we're not running him with like a Bulma or a Kid Trunks or anything like that. So he's certainly not at his most optimal on this team build. But I thought bringing him along, another LR, he at least has legendary power for these guys. He has the AoE, which can be useful in this phase, especially if we get some crits. Not a huge attack stat, but there you go. We crit Beidou. Oh, we crit. Yeah, we literally crit everyone. So we take out Zangya, do a decent amount of damage to the other two. And then Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. He's a relatively decent unit. Like, he's aged, you know, not necessarily the best, but still fairly solid. So let me get... Actually, it doesn't even really matter the orbs that I get with these guys, because we're getting Pycon's passive here, which means we would be giving them 2 key anyway. So Pycon's super, super good to bring on the team. He is a Connected Hopes leader as well. In fact, I should have just run him instead of one of the future Gohans and Trunks, because they're giving an extra key, but he gives an extra 20% to stats, so I guess technically that would have made it slightly easier, because it's not like we are struggling for key here at all with any of these units. So Pycon with the additional super, he might actually be able to finish off Boujin here. Okay, I think he did, yep. And then it's just down to our boy Bulging Biceps Beidou. He's still alive. The most powerful card in the game, and we have to face him as an enemy. But fortunately, luck has prevailed, and we are going to take him down here. Good thing he didn't super in slot 1, because as everybody knows, Beidou is the hardest hitting enemy in the game. So him super attacking in slot 1 would have been really bad. So yeah, we get the crit, we take him out, we move on to AGL Bojack. We're going to get the transformation with the free-to-play Piccolo. I can't even remember the last time I used this guy. I'm very much looking forward to Nail getting an Easy A, because he has to be run with a Piccolo. So if he gets an Easy A, he could be a really good unit to run on the LR Piccolo team. Because obviously LR Piccolo has STR Piccolo as one of his rotation partners. But Nail getting a really good Easy A could definitely be very good. So this is the kind of situation where, what I was talking about at the start, where picking your modifiers really comes into play. Because if you pick a lot of the attack up modifiers, there's a very high chance, or at least a good chance, that that super attack in slot 1 from Bojack, there could have been GG right there. Now, Nail obviously is a very good defensive unit, so it does depend on the rotation, who you've got in slot 1, etc, etc. But that's why I feel like this strategy is the easiest, because whilst it might take a little bit longer, we're not really at risk of getting killed at any point. And because we have future Gohan and Trunks on the team, if we do drop to low HP, we can exchange into future Gohan, die and get the revive, and then obviously once future Gohan comes out, he's quite a beast. So shall I use Pycon's active skill here? There's not really even much point, but I suppose I could. I want to super attack with... we're not going to get any key from Pycon's passive for Majin Vegeta, so let's do this. And then get these. Do I use this? I might as well, I suppose. Wait, let me make sure the skip is off. I don't really want to watch it. Yep, okay. So I might as well, just for sake of making it quicker, I guess, more so than anything else. And then we'll grab some AGL orbs. Build up towards this Dokkan gauge. If we can get the Dokkan gauge to full when we get to the STR phase, then obviously that's going to be hugely beneficial as well. It would be a little bit unfortunate to get the Dokkan attack while we're still in this AGL phase. Because against the final STR phase, we're obviously going to do some pretty good damage with the Dokkan attack. So I think we should be good though. If I avoid same type orbs from here on out, we should be able to kill in like 2 turns. I think that should be fine. Changing all the rainbows, changing all the AGL orbs to rainbow. I mean, I guess that does help me to avoid same type orbs, but that's not really what I was going for on this rotation. But I guess it is what it is. Yeah, well, I'll take the 6 orbs then, I guess. Now, this team is a bit janky. Like, future Gohan and Trunks not having a super good link partner on, especially the floating one, like this rotation, not exactly their strongest being in slot 3 on this particular turn. But again, when it comes to the burst mode, if you want to get the specific amount of points, it's more about playing it smart to the modifiers that you've picked, right? Like this team, janky though it may be, we've now reached the point with our build-up units being quite built up. There's almost no way that we die now. So even if the event takes a little bit longer, with the modifiers that we've picked, we've pretty much made it so that we can't lose. Now, it might not be as fun. Like, I might do a run. I might not do a video necessarily, but I might do another separate, like, run where I actually go for trying to get, like, a really high score, or maybe just try out some other different units. But in terms of beating the missions, it's obviously always going to be, you know, the most straightforward way of doing it is just going to be the easiest way of doing it, which, like I say, might take a little bit longer, but we are just chilling. There's pretty much no way we die. I don't think we finish him off this turn. Maybe if Margin Vegeta crits. But fortunately, by avoiding same type orbs, I can get through the next turn without getting the Dokkan attack as well. So, Margin Vegeta crits here. Get some good damage. There we go. And then, what is Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta going to do? At least has some more links active here. But he is more of a defensive unit than an offensive unit. So, not big damage from him, but that's fine. And then we've got the support from Piccolo on this rotation. So if we do this, again, I don't need to worry about Nail actually getting Ki, because then Pycon's just going to give him Ki here. Ideally, I need to kill him on this turn, though. I don't know if I actually can avoid the Dokkan attack next turn. So I need these boys, I was going to say, I need them to come in clutch, but Nail not getting the crit on the actual super is unfortunate. And then I don't think free-to-play Piccolo quite has it in him to finish off Bojack here. I was going to say, maybe if he like double supers, double crits, then maybe. But unfortunately, he just didn't have it in him. And Pycon not able to back it up. He dodged the super though, so I guess I can't really complain. Can I kill here without getting the Dokkan attack? Or do I just do it? I really don't want to, but I don't think I can avoid it. Let's see. Nah, it's too close. There's no way, right? Yeah, see, not only did we just get it anyway, but oh well. It is what it is. I guess there was, we're on what, turn 11? So at some point, you know, 6 or 7 turns ago, by not picking up a type orb, I would have made it so that we could have actually finished this phase without getting the Dokkan attack, but it is what it is, I suppose. At least we are able to finish off Bojack this turn and move on to the last phase, but it should be a bit more smooth sailing because we won't be relying on crits as much because we're going to have type advantage, and that is, of course, the benefit of doing the full AGL version as opposed to doing like full tech or even doing a mixed version. I think I said it already, but making a mixed version, although you'd have to add other multipliers or modifiers to make up for the extra points if you're trying to get 6,000, you could just not put on the has to be AGL types and then do a mixed like team build for Connected Hopes, which probably would be a lot easier overall, right? But either way, it's not like we're having a huge amount of trouble here. So let's see, how much will we do to Bojack in one turn now that we have the type advantage? Because that's the thing, none of the units on this team outside of the 2 LRs are really doing like particularly high attack stats here or anything. Oh, free to play Piccolo actually getting up to 1 million. What a madman, let's go. And he crit as well for still less than 1 million damage. What an absolute beast. And then Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta not exactly doing much better. I think they only sharing the limit potentially, but this should be a good rotation with you here. We can get the Pycon buff. So let's do this. Actually, I should try and save these AGL orbs so we can really juice up the Gohan and Trunks on the next turn. Well, actually, do we even have one on the next turn? Because it's the Piccolo and Nail rotation. Alright, Bojack going to super attack future Gohan and Trunks. How much does this actually do with the modifiers that we've got on? Double-digit damage, okay. So yeah, basically, like I say, we've pretty much got ourselves into a position here where we essentially can't lose. It takes a little while, but it is what it is. I might actually cut until we get to the end, because at this point, there is nothing that this Bojack can do, right? Like, he literally can't kill me. He can't do 500k damage in one super attack to anyone here. So, I can't believe they changed all of the AGL orbs as well. That's actually crazy. Alright, yeah, so I might just cut until we get to the end. But you guys, I think at this point, you guys kind of get the gist, right? So, okay, so, here we are. Turn 16. This should be the last turn. Watch Pycon actually not kill him. There we go. Alright, so there you go. That is the end of the run. I do think it's kind of funny that because Burst Mode is just a modifier for the actual event, we still get 7 STR Bojack medals at the end, which I absolutely do not need. So, thanks for that, game. But there you go. That is 6,000 points with the Connected Hopes full AGL team. As you can see from that run, it was a little bit long. Not exactly the most exciting thing in the world, but we've completed the mission for the Connected Hopes team, and so with that, that is all of the burst mode missions completed for me. So let me know what you guys think down below. Did you do all of the missions? What was the high score you got? Like I said, I might actually try and get a proper high score now rather than just getting 6,000 points. Be interesting to try out some different teams. I'd be kind of interested to try out Bardock's team on this event while putting a bunch of the multipliers on. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.